Look at this throwing motion. It's a strange thing from Ron DeSantis here. Let's see if we can see it one more time here.
Welcome to this week's Wacky Moments of Leftist Extremism. DeSantis derangement continued at MSNBC this week as Joe Scarborough attacked the way the Florida governor throws a baseball by squealing "WHEEE" over and over and over.
Let's see if we can see it one more time here. Okay, so here he is. Do we have "WHEEE"? Do we have that in slow-mo? I want to ISO this. Do we have slow-mo here? Okay, ready? "WHEEE!"
Yeah.
"WHEEE!" No. He said the "WHEEE!"
So baseball is a big part of the DeSantis story, right? He played in the Little League World Series. He played college baseball.
It's a weird sort of weight shift that, it's not well timed.
This athletic comment on manliness is brought to you by Scarborough, who supports a president who falls off stationary bicycles. You know, I think I heard a "wee" there too. Maybe it's a thing among MSNBC fans. The leftist media, however, was a little disappointed in Joe this week.
Let's talk about the Biden administration making a very controversial move, approving this big drilling project called the Willow oil drilling project in Alaska, really letting down many progressives and many climate activists.
Right.
What does it do? I know there have been 2 lawsuits filed now against it.
This will drag out.
Ah, yes, Chief Climate Correspondent Bill Weir. He's the special kind of climate correspondent that has no issue condemning fossil fuels while he jets off to the other side of the world to produce a TV special on how using fossil fuels is melting Arctic ice.
Antarctic sea ice hit record lows for the second time in 2 years. I'm so glad you went. You were greeted by the penguins.
Greeted by the penguins. I haven't been this giddy since show and tell in 5th grade. It was mind-blowing, Poppy. I can't even tell you.
Yeah.
You watch the Wonder List. You know how much I adore Alaska and Greenland and Iceland. This place is all of those on steroids.
Wow.
As one pro says, it makes Alaska suddenly taste like light beer.
You may need some beers or maybe even something a little stronger to get through Bill's special. Far more enjoyable this week was the Washington Post expose on exactly what's responsible for all this climate change. Norwegian moose mostly eat birch and willow trees, and it seems by eating up these potential carbon sinks, moose consumption is cutting carbon storage in some Norwegian areas.
In a word, you said it.
That's 3 words.
I'm a heavy tipper.
Now, I confess that may have not been a real moose, and that moose was selectively edited from other moose footage. Of course, that was the catchphrase we heard repeatedly last week when Fox showed never-before-seen January 6 footage.
The channel conveniently cherry-picked video.
Cherry-picked moments that can be experienced every day by watching CNN.
Everything was everywhere at the Oscars. Never give up. Michelle Yeoh winning Best Actress, making history as the first woman of Asian descent to win.
For all the little boys and girls who look like me watching tonight, this is a beacon of hope.
Something in the middle was missing.
For all the little boys and girls who look like me watching tonight, this is a beacon of hope and possibilities. This is proof that dreams dream big and dreams do come true. And ladies, don't let anybody tell you you are ever past your prime. Never give up.
Now, why would CNN's morning show selectively edit and cherry-pick that out of their coverage?
Nikki Haley isn't in her prime. Sorry. When a woman is considered to be in her prime in her 20s and 30s.
Oh yeah, maybe that's why Lemon-Scented Fingers may have said one of the stupidest things a cable host has said recently.
MSNBC has a very high standard of what is factual.
And it just got topped this week by MSNBC's Jen Psaki.
MSNBC has a very high standard of what is factual.
Yeah, MSNBC is a pillar of facts. Like when Joy Reid this week discussed the completely non-existent bans on black history and gay people in schools.
For one of our 2 major political parties, the salient issue for them is stopping students from learning black history and from even discussing the existence of gay people.
But MSNBC has high standards.
No.
Such high standards.
If Florida Governor Ron DeSantis becomes president of the United States, which he is clearly aiming for, America will become the land of total government control over women's bodies, black history, gender identity, how you can teach, learn, read, think, even talk. It would essentially be a more functionally authoritarian version of Trump.
Nothing like a segment on the fascist world of the future under DeSantis if he's elected president.
MSNBC has a very high standard of what is factual.
The factual reporting on the future, which they know, apparently, I guess. The one thing the left doesn't report on is actual facts. On Thursday, it was revealed that lawmakers claim that there is now evidence of payments to Joe Biden's son Hunter, his brother James, and his daughter-in-law Hallie.
Chinese firm State Energy HK Limited wired Biden family associate Rob Walker $3 million. Soon after, Walker sent more than $1 million to bank accounts linked to Biden family members. Walker worked with Hunter and James on a partnership with Chinese energy firm CEFC.
Now, strangely, this news didn't get covered by any of the nets, and it didn't seem to be a topic of discussion over at MSNBC.
MSNBC has a very high standard of what is factual.
MSNBC finds a fact less often than hosts of The View enter a grocery store.
I don't like a supermarket. I haven't been in a supermarket since COVID. For about 3 years, that's when I discovered Instacart. And I give them a big tip because they don't always pay their people well. And so that's been an issue, I think, for the company. But man, you can get toiletries, you can get fire logs. You know those big Bounty towels you don't want to carry?
Those from Costco.
Somebody else goes.
Well, she's a big tipper. That can be expensive.
The United States was built on the backs of black and brown
and
people.
we want our reparations.
Well, now we know why she wants reparations. It's a hardship having to pay other people to do your shopping for you.
No.
I'm Eric Shiner for MRC-TV, asking you to head over to the MRC homepage. Click on that donation button to keep videos like this one coming. Also visit MRCTV.org for the latest in videos, information, and entertainment. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the platforms that let you see us. And we'll be back next week with another look at leftist media madness.